Awesome. So now let's quickly try out a video role play. After you've created a video role play agent, it will be visible on your role play agents page. You can start the video role play by clicking on the start call button. You can also add this agent to a course to call blitz so that your team can practice, or you can share it directly with them. So let's just click on start call and get started. So the call is getting connected.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good, thanks. What's up?
Yeah, so we spoke 2 weeks ago, and you mentioned that pipeline generation remains a big concern. Is that the same situation even now?
Yeah, it is. We're still looking at ways to improve that.
Did you check out any products or evaluate any tools in the meantime?
Not yet. Been swamped with Q4 planning, honestly.
I can totally understand that. So we have been working with companies such as yours, and we have helped them to increase their qualified pipeline by about 10% in a month's time. So does that sound something interesting to you, Kathy?
10 in a month? That's a bold claim. What's driving that kind of lift?
Yeah, so it's basically our data sources, which we have refined heavily using AI, and we merge it nicely with the intent data, using which, we are able to figure out that these leads would be, very qualified in nature, and our AI agents have been able to qualify them very quickly.
Okay, so you're layering intent signals on top of your data to prioritize leads, and then AI agents handle the qualification piece. Got it. What kind of intent data are you pulling? Behavioral, firmographic, third party? And how are your agents actually qualifying? Are we talking conversational AI or something else?
Yeah, this is a mix of conversational AI, but also includes other data signals. And it is behavioral firmographic. It includes a lot of third-party data, which has been collected with opt-in and very legally. So a mix of these, which has been helping us to do that.
All right, that makes sense. We've looked at a few intent providers before, but the signal quality was inconsistent, lots of noise. How do you guys filter out the junk so we're not chasing leads that aren't actually in market?
Yeah, so we have a system of AI agents which actually do that. They do things like, email pings, SMS pings, just to check, if the phone numbers, emails are all valid. And then after carefully going through the intent data and what is the priority for the companies, right, from their hiring signals, firmographic signals, and so on, we have been able to figure out that piece.
Okay, so you're doing validation upfront and cross-referencing intent with hiring and firmographic changes. That's helpful. We've definitely wasted cycles on bad data before. What does the implementation look like on our end? Are we talking about a full CRM integration or do your agents work independently and just surface the qualified leads?
Yeah, so we are talking of a full CRM integration. By the way, which CRM are you using currently, if you can tell?
We're on Salesforce.
Yeah, so we support Salesforce. In fact, our app is there on the App Exchange, so that shouldn't be a worry. It would involve let's say, onboarding or integration time of about 2 weeks or so. Once it's implemented, we are all set to start.
2 weeks isn't bad. What happens during that onboarding? Are we configuring scoring models, mapping fields, training the agents on our ICP? And once it's live, how much ongoing maintenance or tuning does it need from our team?
Yeah, so we would be training your teams, first of all. We would also be mapping the fields to our database, right, to our Acme database. And so that it's all smooth, we will be testing out a few scenarios. Once it's all good to go, we can take the entire code base live.
Got it. So there's team training, field mapping, and a testing phase before full rollout. That sounds reasonable. What about the cost structure? Are we paying per lead, per seat, flat monthly fee? And what kind of volume are we looking at in terms of qualified leads delivered per month?
Yeah, so you're only paying for the qualified leads that we generate, and the payment would be on quarterly basis.
Okay, quarterly and paper qualified lead. What's your definition of qualified, though? Because our SDRs have their own criteria, BANT, specific use cases, budget thresholds. If your AI qualifies someone and our team disagrees, do we still pay for it, or is there a dispute process?
Yeah, so we also follow BANT or whatever sales methodology you're following. Also, in case your team does not agree, if it's a qualified lead, you won't be paying for it. It's straightforward.
That's fair. I like that there's accountability on your end. So if we move forward, what does a typical quarter look like in terms of lead volume? Are we talking 50 qualified leads, 200 more? And what's the rough cost per qualified lead?
So again, to do this, we would like to give you a detailed demo, maybe next week on Monday at 11 a.m. ET. Does that sound good? Then we can discuss on the pricing.
Monday at 11 works for me. Yeah, let's do it. I'd like to see the platform in action and get into the pricing details then.
Fantastic, Kathy. So I'll share across the calendar invite right away. Thank you. Have a good week.
Sounds good. Thanks. You too.
So yes, that was the video role play. We had kept it simple for the demo purpose. After the role play, AI insights will be generated. A scorecard will be created with pinpointed recommendations on how you should frame the questions according to your playbook. You can also go through the recording. You can go through the transcript and share it with your team or manager.